Looking at the front of the truck, the first thing you'll observe is that we moved in the bumper 14 inches to the rearward. That's to improve our simple and compound approach angle. Along with that, we took our bumper and made it wider out to here. It used to stop at the frame rails. We've widened it all the way out to here. As well as we've redesigned our front bumper extensions to improve the fit and finish, but also improve the durability. If you continue to look, we still maintain our world-class access system on both front, right-hand and left-hand side. Our stairways have an improved tread pattern, star aggressive tread pattern that allows for any mud accumulation or ice to go right through, so you always maintain a good footing. Along with our world-class access system, we have improved lighting. We've switched from we have LED lights to illuminate both left-hand and right-hand side of our access system. If you look at our front windshield, we have a platform that now is flip up to wash or to wipe the mud off of your front windshield. One of the things that we've done on both left-hand, right-hand side mirrors, we've redesigned the handrails to have an unobstructed view to both of the mirrors from the cab. We have maintained our emergency kill switch on the left-hand side. We have improved the mud protection, as well as we have the access lights. You can turn those on from the left-hand side as well as in the cab. Continuing to look at the front of the truck, you may notice that we removed the headlights from the bumper, and we put both the low beam and high beam inside of the grille. We've also consolidated our service points for our breakers, the machine lockout and the crank lockout, as well as the VIMS port and ET port, all to be ground level accessible from the front of the machine. In previous models, we've had those in different locations where you actually had to get up on the machine. So now that all this is available at the front, we also have our battery disconnect switch, as well as a jump start capability in the front of the machine. If we move around to the left-hand side front, the lights for the machine lockout are on the left-hand fender. We also have VIMS standard on this machine, so along with that we have an attachment where we have the VIMS blue light, which will indicate when you need to do a VIMS download. If you look up on the right-hand platform from this view, you can see that we have an improved air filter. This is a redesigned air filter where the filters are a lot easier to pull out and remove and check, as well as to replace. Our air caps sit about 5 inches lower than our previous model, giving us improved visibility to the right-hand side of the machine. We also can see our steering tank fluid level from the ground. Before that, you had to look inside the hood in order to see that. We do have already opened underneath the hood is our hood access door. In that door, we have an LED illuminating the engine compartment. We have access to your oil fill, engine oil fill, as well as your washer bottle fluid in that compartment. The washer bottle fluid used to be filled on the side of the cab. Now you fill that from the right-hand platform. On top of the hood, we have hinged door access panels for the access to the top of the engine to provide a safer removal of those doors. From this point, I'm going to turn it over to Kyle, and he is going to continue the walk around on the right-hand side of the machine.
Okay, we'll start with the optional service center attachment, so we can fill and evacuate 6 fluids from the machine, so all the fluids except for the differential and the final drives. Also comes with a keypad to notify the service technician how full or how empty his compartments are as he's filling or evacuating. This also includes an LED light to light up at night. So this does not replace the machine walk around. This is only for the service technician for evacuating and filling fluids. Have improved mud coverage over the primary fuel filter. We also still have the secondary fuel filters and engine oil filters, along with the heater lines right above the secondary fuel filter base. On top of the platform, we have our payload indicator lights, flash red or green based on payload status. We also have our torque converter transmission sight glass and level sensors. The low level sensors are standard. The add and the full level sensors come with the optional service center attachment. We have our exhaust diverter box. This is one optional attachment. The other standard feature would be just side exhaust only. Behind the mud flap, we have the reduced accumulators. Next, we have the optional auto loop system. If the auto loop system is not attached, we have either a clustered auto lube, which has a clustered location on the right side frame rail, or a clustered location on the left side frame rail. The third option for lube is all ground level, all the way around the machine. Continuing back, we have the larger hydraulic tank for additional brake cooling. We have the same sight glass as the F-Series, along with our level sensors. New feature on this truck is the tow valve. It's in front of the right rear tires. Step back, pull the valve and twist. Puts the machine into tow mode.
Looking at our rear machine, one thing we did was we inverted our struts to improve the seal life. We have a new rear axle housing, so we have new bevel gears, new final drive gears, and with that, the housing itself got larger. You can see with the housing we added a rear sight glass to look at the fluid of the housing. You can see sensors that indicate for our fluid level sensoring. We have our breather for the rear axle is now remote mounted instead of being on the housing itself. It is mounted on the rear frame rail. We have our batteries relocated from the front of the machine to in between the frame rails. It's sitting right above the transmission. On this series truck, we integrated our ARC TCS valves. With that, we have 2 split slack adjusters to give us an improved TCS system. On our rear brakes, we've added 4 springs to our brakes, giving us improved slope brake capability. We still have our rear vision camera that will be offered as an attachment. All right, continuing around to the left side of the machine, we have a larger fuel tank for additional machine operation on one fill. We have our sight glasses indicate 75% fill or 25% fill, along with our optional fast fill attachment. If you get the service center attachment, you'll have fast fill on the service center and on the tank. Additionally, we have the Shaw Aero non-pressurized fuel tank that comes with the fast fill attachment. Continuing forward, we have the payload indicators, again the red and green lights, additional work light. We have our grouped filter box, steering and brake filters in one box, along with the sampling ports, and the transmission located in the second box with its sampling port. We have the after treatment package on top of the engine, along with this new spherical front strut mounting to the frame. We have additional mud coverage for all the harnesses in the platform, along with mud coverage to the front stairway protection. In the cab, we have the standard VIMs and advisor, along with the power left-hand window. That's everything for the feature walk-around.